Today we are going to discuss the Horton coat of arms, but before we get started, we wanted to let you know that we offer genealogy research service at our website. Please visit us at coadb.com. First, Horton coat of arms to discuss: Gules, a lion rampant within a border engrailed argent; Crest, a cinquefoil gules within two branches of laurel disposed orleways proper. Next, a very similar coat of arms. This was the arms for the Horton Baronetcy of Chadderton in the County of Lancaster, a title in the Baronetage of Great Britain created in 1764 for Sir William Horton, High Sheriff of Lancashire. And we know the second baronet, Sir Watts Horton, was High Sheriff in 1775, and the title became extinct upon the death of the third baronet, Sir Thomas Horton, in 1821. So a baronetcy was essentially a hereditary knighthood that passed from father to son. And I have a note here that says the arms itself was borne by Barnabas Horton, born 1600, of Long Island, New York, son of Joseph Horton, born 1578, of Mowsley, County, Leicestershire. Next we have the arms of the Hortons of Howroyde in County Yorkshire. The estate was purchased in 1639 by William Horton of Birthhouse, son and heir apparent of William John Horton of Bark Island and grandson of Robert Horton. He himself had a son named Thomas Horton, shown here, who was born in 1651. Here we see the family estate. Next, argent, a stag's head caboose sable. The note here says Tatternall in Bedford. I believe there was a Totern hoe, sometimes called Tatnall, in County Bedfordshire, and not sure who the arms belong to. There was a Thomas Horton who lived there in the 1500s. Another from County Somerset for a Roger de Horton of Somerset, who I believe lived in the early 15th century. Another for Horton of Howrol in Cheshire. Ralph Horton, alive in the year 1580, of Howrol, had issued John, Richard, Roland, Margaret, and Elizabeth, as well as brothers John and Randall, sons of Roger Horton, and grandsons of John Horton of Howrol, a second son of Horton of Chatterton. Another with a crest, a dolphin pierced with a dart, not a heart. And this was the arms of Christopher Horton, son of Walter Horton, who was born in 1626. Another, Hortons of Caton and Derbyshire. Roger Horton, son of William Horton of Cheshire, acquired the manor of Caton around the year 1400, had sons William, John, and Robert. Of this family, there was also Walter Horton, born around the year 1515, a member of Parliament for Clitheroe, and Christopher Horton, who died in 1659, High Sheriff of Derbyshire. Another for Wilmot-Horton, a baronetcy in the Wilmot family, and the third baronet, Sir Robert Wilmot, born 1784, the colonial administrator and governor of Ceylon. He assumed the additional name of Horton, and we see him here. He's best remembered for advocating that poor British and Irish families should be allowed to immigrate to the colonies and be granted land there. Horton of the Holt in County Northampton. We have John Henry Cole, assumed by royal license in 1869 the surname of Horton in compliance with the will of his grand aunt Mary Ann Horton of the Holt upon inheriting her estates. Another for Horton of Southwark in County Surrey and Eistrad in Carmarthen. Isaac Horton, Esquire, born 1840 of Eistrad, in Carmarthenshire, Wales, was the eldest son of Isaac Horton, Esquire, born 1808, who was a magistrate, high sheriff, and manufacturer, who purchased Ystrad from the Jones family. He was a grandson of Daniel Horton of West Bromwich in Southwark, Surrey, and a great-grandson of Thomas Horton, born 1760, of Harvilles, Hawthorne, and West Bromwich. The Hortons of Lollington and Somerset and Iford in Wiltshire, a family who descended from John Horton, born 1432, of Lollington and Iford, a clothier by occupation who had 3 sons, William, Thomas, and James. Thomas was a benefactor to the town of Bradford and had son William Horton of Iford, who carried the line, and the second son, Edward Horton of Westwood. There was also Sir John Horton, alive in the year 1623, of Cumedig, Elson, in County Gloucester, son of Jeremias Horton and grandson of Thomas Horton of Iford, which I believe is an early spelling of Iford. Another coat of arms, very similar to the last, likely belonged to one of the men mentioned on the previous slide, or one of their immediate relatives. Sable 3 bentlets engrailed a Caton or. This was for Horton of Gwent in Granston in Pembrokeshire, Wales. This was Sir Philip Horton, had son William Horton, who married the heiress of Candleston Castle in the 14th century. Quarterly coat of arms with 4 mullets. This was the arms of Thomas D. Horton, I believe in the year 1372. Horton. Another with a squirrel holding an apple. Lancashire, 1553, quartered with Holcraft of Royal Vale. Ancestors of this family descended from a man named Hamnet Massey of Rixton, who married Matilda Horton, who was born in 1350. She was the daughter of William D. Horton of Hertford, Cheshire. We see another Horton coat of arms. Looks rather old. Another. Azure Lion Rampant Regardant Argent Crowned Or. Wasn't able to find the armature for this one. Or this one. Argent Efes Gules between 3 lines Rampant Sable. Now one source gives Gules Efes Sable between 3 pillows Argent, and it notes that it belonged to William Horton de Forest in County Cumberland. I wasn't able to find such a person. We believe this might be an error, and it's likely in arms for the Hutton surname. Another from County Kent, very similar to the arms of the Horton family of Kent, which shows wolves instead of otters. They descended from Thomas Horton of Gowthorst in Kent, who had sons Edward, Alexander, John, William, and Richard. And there are several men that we didn't mention who possibly could have had a coat of arms. Thomas Horton died 1673, professor of divinity at Gresham College in London, president of Queen's College, son of Lawrence Horton, a merchant. Thomas Horton, governor of the Isle of Man from 1725 to 1736, son of Joshua Horton and grandson of Joshua Horton of Bark Island. Thomas Horton, who died in 1727, and owner of Watton House in Gloucester. Hugh Horton, Esquire, Sheriff of Buckinghamshire in 1688, seated at Grove and Ellisborough. And Reverend T.J. Horton, Vicar of Ormskirk, son of Thomas Horton, Esquire of Howroyde. And if you enjoyed this video, please visit us at coadb.com, link in the description. Thank you very much.